Alright, the mood is kind of somber for this one. Welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. When I tell you that Jamaica is paradise and hell on earth in the same sentence, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I've said that before, and many people are offended when I say that, but it is true. Jamaica is hell for some people, living hell, and it is paradise and heaven on earth for others. I'm glad that I've been fortunate enough to not have experienced the hell on earth side yet. But I know too many people now who have, including this man and his family. A British personal trainer fatally shot 12 times in an alleged contract killing in Jamaica. From me here said this man get shot 12 times, fam. I said, yeah, they really wanted him dead. Not only that, there was a person there who came to the island with him who was present while he was being shot up, and that person was not shot. So this story, there's way more to this story than is being told to us, but we're going to go through the details of what we know so far. A vacationing personal trainer from the UK was found in a pool of blood at a villa in Jamaica after being fatally shot 12 times in what the police in Jamaica are now theorizing as a ordered hit. They believe that this hit was sanctioned from the UK. That means this person got into something with somebody in the UK and they trailed him to Jamaica. Oh, so the boy there, Jamaica now. Alright? Proper place to get rid of him. Yo, link up one of the dog them from upper so and so and tell him go nyam the boy the food. Him the this location. I'm wondering how they got to track him though. Because the only way I'm thinking they could have gotten to track him was through a a person or persons who he was in contact with. You know when we say, yo, when I'm going to Jamaica, I don't tell nobody when I'm coming. I don't tell nobody where I'm going to be staying. I don't tell nobody when I'm leaving. People just see me in the place. They don't know when I arrive. They don't know when I'm about to be leaving. Yo, SouFLo, yo, brethren. One day I'm in one parish. The next day I'm in another parish. And I move unpredictably like that. And I'm not the only one. A lot of people do it also. Why? Because the contract killing climate in Jamaica is something serious, my friend. And I did another video on that where we spoke about the rise of contract killing in Jamaica. It's like a business. Not like, it is a business. It's a well-oiled machine. It's a well put together, very organized business on some levels. People taking money to go murder people who they have never met or seen before. You understand? And it's something serious. For a small amount of money, you can lose your life or you can get somebody's life took. And it seems like this man fell victim. So let's get into the details that we have so far. So far we know, according to reports, that a hooded gunman, somebody in a jacket that had a hoodie on it, attacked Sean Patterson. His name was Sean Patterson. He was 33 years old and he was from London. The hooded gunman attacked Sean as he sat with his friend by the pool at the One Love guest house in Montego Bay. The Times of London reported it just so. We suspect it is a contract killing emanating from Britain. Deputy Police Commissioner Fitz Bailey said, this is where I got the information, that the Jamaican police are theorizing that this was a hit that was sanctioned from the UK. I don't know if he ran off with the plugs, drugs, or hurt somebody, maimed somebody, stab up a man, something, and they had it in for him. I'm theorizing myself. Could have been either or either. Alright. Deputy Police Commissioner Fitz Bailey says that, yep, we think that one came from the UK. And he also said that the victim had an extensive criminal record in the UK for violent offenses, including firearms and drugs. It's funny to hear his mom speak though, because his mom is, if you look at him, you can tell that he's biracial, right? And judging from the story, they said that his father is Jamaican. We'll get into why he was in Jamaica in the first place. But you can tell that his mom's the British female that's white, and his dad's the black man that's also a Jamaican, right? All right. Uh, Authorities don't believe that he came to Jamaica to get into any criminal activities, because there's another theory as to why he came to Jamaica. And like I said, if you hear his mom talk about him, you would believe that he is an angel from heaven that has never done any wrong. But we've heard this story all too often, right? How many times we've seen in Jamaica where police shoot up a boy, and this wanted man was killed this morning, one firearm was found on the scene, and you hear the mom run out and said, Jesus Christ, them kill me one son. Him a good boy, him never do nothing to nobody, You know? He's a church boy, him go church, him sing on the choir, him work hard, him a construction, him work. But we know within our culture. See, let me tell you something about Jamaican culture. If you didn't know this already, we're kind of geared towards respect for our elders, especially our mother. Unless you just grew up really, really coarse in a community where you heard and saw your mom and your dad doing crazy things in front of you and they permitted you to do it. The average Jamaican and majority of Jamaicans, even if they are roadman, bad man, gunman, serial killer, top man a road, when they see their mom or their grandmother coming, tuck the gun, put it away, pull out the Bible. Yes, mommy, I love your grandma. Kiss up daddy. All right, and these kind of things. So it's like one personality for parents and loved ones, and then another personality for the streets. Very possible that this could be because his mom's speaking good about him like he's an angel, but they are able to get a hold of his records from the UK, and it clearly says that he has an extensive criminal record in the UK with violent offenses, including firearms charges and multiple drugs charges. Authorities don't believe, however, that he came to Jamaica to get into any illegal activities, because the theory, or not the theory, but the story that was given on why he came to Jamaica. Alright. Apparently, this is his first time ever visiting the island. It's not a good look. His first time ever visiting the island, right? Bailey said that the hitman was apparently hired to kill him at the resort city. Now, this should not be too hard to track, because this isn't the only place that he stayed while he was in Jamaica. This seems to be a part of what I consider to be a transitional organized crime group, is what Deputy Police Commissioner Fitz Bailey said. He says this seems to be part of a transitional organized crime group. According to local reports, a 34-year-old man has now been taken into custody in Jamaica. Now, here is where things add up. Pay attention. Patterson, he went to Jamaica. This is the one that got killed. He went to Jamaica with his friend, Shane Cameron, who is 30 years old, a London construction worker with whom he booked a 5-night stay at the hotel, according to the news outlet. Now, the friend reportedly went to a concert the same day. Then they met up with O'Shane Richards. O'Shane Richards is a 34-year-old who had been deported from the UK back to Jamaica in 2013 on drugs charges. All right. So he got deported 2013, drugs charges. What are the possibilities that, if you look at the one that was killed, his extensive criminal record from the UK says drugs charges as well, multiple drug offense charges, and here is the homie that he is hooking up with in Jamaica, his first visit to Jamaica, who was deported back to Jamaica on what? Voila, drugs charges. Okay, so he hooks up with the homie. Obviously, they all know somebody in common. You understand what I'm saying to you? Obviously, they all know the same persons in the UK. Now, man might have linked with man from the UK and say, yo, so and so is on the island, Yeah, he there on a vacation. I want y'all to make sure that you don't come back to the UK blood. So it was not immediately clear if Richards was the suspected shooter, the 34-year-old Richards who was deported. However, he was taken into custody because it is believed that he was present when the shooting occurred. A day after the concert that they went to, Patterson and Richards, they were sitting by the pool at the resort in Bogue Hill, St. James, when a gunman opened fire, hitting Patterson in the head and in the chest. He was rushed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital where he was pronounced dead, according to the Times of London. I read in another report where the person who was with him said some man came up and was pulling on his arm, like you know how like a man trying to talk to a girl in Jamaica, like a rude man, and he'll reach out and grab her hand. What, babes, come here now, and the girl have to flash him off and be like, yo, let go off of my hand. It's the same way how this person described that a strange man came up and was pulling on dude's hand, the one that got shot up, and he tugged at his hand and he yanked his hand back, but he never said anything. And he said he turned around, and by the time he turned around again, he heard like 4 shots go off. Right? I've lost my baby is what the mother said. This is his mom speaking now. His mom says, no mother should have to bury her child. His mother is Leslie Wright. She is 63 years old. She told the Daily Mail in an interview that she did with the Daily Mail in the UK, she said that no mom should have to bury her baby, and I've lost my baby. Adding that her son had only gone to Jamaica to meet his family on his father's side for the very first time. Big man age, and he had never met his father's side of the family, right? Now, that could be very possible because what? Daddy lives in the UK, but daddy's family lives in Jamaica. His son had never been to Jamaica for whatever the reasons might be, right? This family dynamics kind of tell a story to itself too. You know what I'm saying? Because in all honesty, my children been to Jamaica like multiple times, and my 2 smaller ones, they started going to Jamaica from before they could even speak, like weeks after they were born. As soon as they were able to travel, they were in Jamaica already. So they've met their Jamaican side of their family, both on mom and dad's side, on multiple occasions. I could only think that the only reason why you would become a big man in life without ever meeting your dad's side of the family is maybe, I don't know if daddy was deported or daddy moved back to Jamaica willingly, or daddy and mommy went through something and they severed ties, so you grew up with daddy at a distance. I don't know. But according to his mom, he was ready to go meet his dad's side of the family. He is Jamaican by his father's side, and he had never been to Jamaica before. This was his first time going. His mom said he'd been having the time of his life there. He sent me a photo of himself just basking in the sunshine and a video of himself leaping off of a cliff down at Rick's Cafe, leaping off of a cliff into the sea. I'm just saying down at Rick's Cafe it could be, because that's the first place I think of when leaping off of a cliff. But that's Jamaica. It could be anywhere. Anyway, Sean has family in Jamaica through his father, she said. And they are very well to do over there in Jamaica. And he had hoped to meet them. They are very well to do over there in Jamaica, which means the people them have them money, them live decent, right? And he had hoped to meet his dad's side of the family, which again begs prompts me to ask, if your daddy and his family side are very well to do, how come you're an adult now and now you're just meeting them for the first time? I would even go as far as to say, how come this is his first trip to the island? Most British people I know that have Jamaican connections, they're breaking their necks to get to Jamaica, fam. Even if it's on a vacation, going down to see family and things like that, right? And let's be clear, I know a lot of British people who travel between the UK and Jamaica, and their parents are, like, one of their parents is Jamaican and that's their link. And they've never had any problems or experienced any violence in Jamaica. So I don't want people to turn this into, oh, British people are being targeted in Jamaica. Make no mistake about this. This is a direct connection to something and someone that this man was involved with. It's a sad ending to a story, but make no mistake, this is not a case of British people be very scared when you go to Jamaica because they'll kill you there. Probably if you are mixed up in things, right? We don't have the full details yet. We're waiting on the details. She said he went to Jamaica for the very first time in his life and he was hoping to meet his father's side of the family. They are very well to do over there in Jamaica, but he never got a chance to meet them. He was killed before he could even meet his people. Now, maybe he was being a bit independent, but if I'm going to Jamaica and I'm going to go meet my dad's side of the family and go see my dad or whatnot, I'm staying at daddy's house or I'm staying at the family's house. I'm kind of glad that he didn't. Because you never know. I'm still questioning though, how come he got shot up but the person he was with was left untouched? See, usually that's not how the story goes. But hey, obviously, what I'm trying to say here is this. Could it be that the very person that he went to Jamaica with was also dropping a dime on him? I heard the mom say that was her godson that he went to Jamaica with and they were very close and all this other stuff. That doesn't say anything. That doesn't tell me about loyalty. We see family members flip on each other all the time to save themselves. See? Patterson's dad, who is Alan Patterson, he told ITV News in London that he was still trying to process the news of the killing. So I don't know if the dad is still in the UK, but he's still trying to process. He spoke to ITV News and he said that he's still trying to process this. He says we need justice. We want justice and we deserve justice because he was somebody. The grieving dad told the news outlet. Say his name. His name is Sean Alan Patterson. He was loved by all the people in West London. Everywhere he went, he was loved. He just had that mannerism that just took people over, and they took that light away from us. Sean, rest in peace. Please do, son. And whomsoever is responsible, let them pay because we are all grieving. His 3 brothers, his 4 sisters, his mom, and his granddad are all grieving. So this is where they're at with this, right? He left behind 3 brothers, 4 sisters, his mom, and his granddad. And not only that, he leaves behind a fiance with whom he has been together with now for 13 years. As young as he is, he was with the same person, the same woman, the same female for 13 years. The UK's LBC reported the couple were actually planning to start a family together sometime soon. That will not be happening. Those dreams are dashed. So this is all we have. We know that he went to Jamaica to go see his father's side of the family. And you know, now that I've gone through the whole details of the story, his dad and his mom are probably very much together still in the UK, right? He seems to be from a very tight-knit family. However, he had just never been to Jamaica and met the father side of the family because They don't have visas there. They don't travel. Many of us who live overseas, we have a lot of family members in Jamaica who have never left the island, right? So in order for our children to know them, they would have to go there. And it's also not, I mean, it's nothing special or big out the ordinary. Some people have never been, so they have never met the Jamaican side of their family. They might know their parents, but they might have never met the Jamaican side of their family. With that said, that's all the details we have on this. I don't want to sensationalize the people them story. We're hearing a couple of things, and according to his criminal record, it points to drugs and it points also to reprisal. They said the man wasn't afraid to get violent, fam. Them stab up people and all these kind of things. I don't know how true it is, and his family obviously is speaking of him as somebody who was not a violent person, wasn't involved in any street activities. He was a personal trainer. He wasn't into like stabbing up nobody and running with a street gang or anything, but you never know. I'm thinking ran off with the plugs drugs or mess up somebody's money or something like that. Maybe even testified against the guy who got deported in 2013. But then again, if he testified against him, why would he link him up when he arrived in Jamaica? That's where the link is right there. And it's funny that he linked him and now they're saying it's a contract killing. Again, how did they know he was on the island? Because of people who he linked up and said, yo, I'm coming to Jamaica, you know. I never been there before. I'm going to link up, man, when I reach. And these kind of things, and end up losing his life. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Again, we don't know the full details. I think there's more to this. I want to find out exactly why. We might never find out. But this is why I say I don't tell people when I'm coming to Jamaica. I don't tell people when I'm leaving. And it's for reasons like these. Also, the way how his mom described how he was basking in the ambience of the sun, jumping off cliffs, having fun, and next minute he's dead. That's the picture right there. Hell and heaven on earth. That's Jamaica for you. I'll catch y'all on the next video, man. And it'll be good. The year just start. And by the way, he was St. James' first murder for the new year. A tourist visiting for the first time. Not a good look. I'll catch y'all on the next video. I'm out. Peace.